Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Kum kadak kajingdap hunyo snam joka United Nations halor kapang non-violence and food security bat hagaju kapor kum kajing rakhe kajingdap sanpos nam gajala Meghalaya nakalyang kayeng kasam jong ba Eric Bramley lingdo ubalaklat no haringkat kajing kershan lem joka office menteri rang ba kajala kinong tem bapau kajala kum kasam salt bat ka Meghalaya model United Nations kilapan long ya program pen ko Burom ki volunteer ka non-violent direct action kibalaya khun ban penyo ya kajala pura kapala long menta kasingi ka arpu sautare ubanai risau arajar arpu ar kapala long ha Spring Valley Farm.
Partners Isaac and the State Youth Committee of the Meghalaya.
Yang kata kabam, kataru kadai kawai nak food security. Kalong kabae hadu kata-kata lada kidon ia kata kijuru henry kinong bala bapli kinom la ia kabantir kanom long ka security na kabanta jongki lada kimdon ia kapisa bantir bat kanom long ka security lada kamdon kabam kababiang habangi ong food security kathauru ya ka jela ka jongi kumno bangi don kam ya ka bam hakibabun kiliang ka jela ka jongi kam shimlalong self sufficient hakibabro kiliang ladangi ya keren ya ka do sniang ngim shimlalong self sufficient ladangi ya keren ya ka do siar ngim shimlalong self sufficient ngilong insufficient habaro kiliang te haai pada lada jia kitma ke lada jia kitma ko malapan kemau do Dr. Bramley lada lakhang no watang ya kalenti banwan nakani ka highway ke jungi haai ngila banyo ya kabam ke jungi na kata kadau ngidon ka government kadon kam ban support ya ki marginal farmer ki small farmer ki jongi dei maki ki bagi Ïakhun teng ban pendap ya kabam bat lada ngim support ya ki kan poi kapor bakin nong rap gijongi kin rap tang ban bam ya ladi bat kan sadon ke inflation kan sakiu ka jur ka jab bat hai kan nong security kata ka bam ka jongi po ipi ka kam rap kam riang ka kamla wat ka kam officer dek bakin nong rap ru kin duk dan rei kata don kam pade ya ka policy ka babiang na menta ka government bat ya ka training bat ka jin persautu na menta jong kin nong rap habangi ong bakin ngimngej bakin nong rap kinong kibaduk kinong rap mentayang ngiru kidom namar kam simdan ka fokus ka babiang na kamta kinong rap la kalyang nong kibor jong ka sarkar den rei kidon kato kani kisamla kibangila man ay muksay pi kibayang halak jong kijam kum usamla yo ani subadan hakash nang mupliang wai na kisamla ubab yang halak jong kijat uri tang dari siang bat mau ka minimum ka tulop ka jong ka sibnai lang baga ris niang kalong sanpo wajar ka sibnai ka ba kijingyo ka jong ka kwat hadu silap ka sibnai tang na ka benta ba unri kisniang.
One of the stalwarts of the Nvda movement 50 years ago, from the Department of Art and Culture, in fact, we had published a book which I'll be happy to share with Bante maybe in the days ahead. I could not bring it with me today because it's in the office, and since there were holidays the last few days, we could not bring that book, but I'll be happy to share with you that book which was published and which was the result of the work of a young researcher as well as academic, and that book was released on the 21st of January early this year at the state level function. And in that book, I would like to quote one passage which is highly relevant to the function today. And that book, it says, a prominent leader of the Hill State movement, Bramley Lingdo, played a central role in recruiting and training Nvda volunteers in the Maukhar circle. He also believed in the power of song and verse in gathering the masses. In this regard, he composed his songs Pinkre Samla and Ki Samla Rilom specifically for the Hill State movement. A few verses from the song Pinkre Samla reads, Ko samla Bashlur, Bashinrang Jungi, Kynmaw, Banyai Pili, Ka Jingrimti, Te Ladang Im Trailang, Umdon Jing Bankang, Ko Longme Jungi, Nong Sumar Jungi. Ya Jatpin Rio Jungi, Kidbok Kidriang, To Duai, Lem Mapi, Nin Yeng, Yele Mangi. This song was one of the rallying cries of the Nvda movement, and it aims at unifying the youth towards the struggle for the hill state. It was also a reminder to the Khasi Jaintia men and women that despite the various challenges and the tasks at hand, that they are together collectively to come in unison to fight, to challenge by non-violent means, by prayer and by supplication, their support towards achieving the goal of having the hill state. This center which you are having today, as I was having a chat with Bante, as we were going down the steps towards inaugurating of the plaque, he was mentioning that this center will be a center which will train youths, which will be a center for capacity building. And I think there is no other befitting tribute to the memory of the late father than to set up this center with such a noble objective, because the Nvda volunteers, of which he was such a prominent member and had made such a sterling contribution, is in fact a center that closely holds on to the ideals of the Nvda, which is physical exercise, prayer and education. And as Apple Star Maulong had just mentioned in his opening remarks, those 9 principles which each and every Nvda volunteer had to read and had to train themselves is something that probably the youth of our generation needs to be reminded about. And it's something which is long forgotten, and it's something which perhaps needs to be revisited. And these commandments, these 9 commandments, I think are still very much relevant in this day and age. Number 1, pray daily to be used by God in order to strengthen your mind. The formation of the Nvda, and the formation of the non-violent direct action force volunteers dressed in their green berets. They started picketing the various government institutions, and that later on led to the formation of the hill state later on. And of course, we know that late Bremli Lingdo was a prolific songwriter, and one interesting facet of this movement was that initially it was a movement started by the political elite, but gradually it became a mass movement. So it was not only a political movement, but it graduated into a mass movement, and songs and poems and ideas by leaders and songwriters like late Bremli Lingdo contributed substantially to the galvanizing and to the accelerating of the achievement of the hill state. Apart from Bremli Lingdo, there was another song by B.M. Pew. In his song Ka Procession Ba, he gives a passionate and detailed description of how the hill state was carried out. A few lines from the poem read, and it's very sort of musical. It reads, Kinding ding ding, kinding ding ding, dang step hangap la rio kaksing, kudong dong dong, kudong dong dong, swaban kie, uyar ningkong, kino, tadei kapor, bakhun kari, kin sei la kabor, kumta perta ka akor shinhang, bayat kersio, kashkor kakyang. So it uses the reverberation of the drum beats, which is very much part of a culture of the traditional drums, and became part of the processions and the demonstrations. So on the other songs by Victor Barre, The Land of Roses, I think, which was sung at the foundation of the state, march children to the beat of the Himalayan heart with the eyes to heavenly goals. Dreamland of our soaring souls, though souls may not see its day, Meghalaya's opening page will connect with our faith's image.
The volunteers will present a memorable souvenir to our captain, late Burom Nvda, our captain who has shaped and molded us as the social organizer. So that it's a mark of gratitude and love to this wonderful family in the Spring Valley. Thank you.